Back at the cabin today, you can see the milo is coming up pretty good, even though we've had a lack of rain. We're supposed to have some more coming in tonight, so I'm gonna put some nitrogen down on that. And then I'm gonna spray the other side where we're gonna have the winter or the fall stuff later this year, where we're gonna plant that in August. I'm gonna spray it and put the buckwheat down on there. You can also see we got this blind moved out of the way, so it's gonna be probably not right where it sits right now, but pretty close to this corner. On the edge of the milo over there. I think that'll give us a good spot. I can get into it and out of it pretty clean with the milo when it grows up. But it looks really good right now, especially for not having much rain. So we get this nitrogen put down, like the other side sprayed, and the buckwheat put down over there. And hopefully we got like a 50% chance of rain tonight. So hopefully we get that. It'll work all that nitrogen down into the soil, and then that buckwheat, it'll do the same thing to it. So that's what I got planned for today. We're at the second plot now, so we're gonna do the same thing that I did on the fall side of the other plot, the new plot, because this is going to be a fall blend too. So I'm going to spray it, put some buckwheat down, and again, we get that rain tonight, it'll work that in. And then what we'll do this fall, or late summer, I guess, when we plant it in either August or September probably, is we'll just come in, we'll broadcast straight into this buckwheat, we'll roll it with the yard roller and spray it, and then that'll be all we have to do to it. So that stuff's going to keep the weeds down the rest of this summer, and then it'll help hold some moisture in and stuff late summer when we plant that stuff during the early part of its growing season. So it helps it if we get another dry fall like we had last year. We're having a really dry spring, so we'll see what happens. It's got to give at some point, I would think, but just in case we do have another dry fall, that'll help with that too. But that's what we're going to do. Then I'm going to get out of here for the day. So it's about a month after the first part of this video, I think, give or take. I don't remember the exact dates, but as you can see, the milo's doing really good. We've had some good rains. The buckwheat's starting to come up too. We've got some other weeds and stuff in that, but I expect the buckwheat to outcompete it. And then when it starts growing and getting thicker in here, those other weeds will die out. And even if not, it's not gonna be that big a deal. We're gonna have enough buckwheat to get done what we wanna do. There'll be enough open soil. We'll just come in, roll it down, spray it after we broadcast our fall blends into it. So it's all looking pretty good here on the new plot. As you can kind of see behind me, everything, you can see the blind back there. Still got to move it later this, it's probably later this summer. I'll actually probably put a different type of blind up on that platform. We'll just kind of see what happens there, but that's the plan. I haven't really decided. I'm down here in the bottom of it. As you can see there, kind of on the woods where I kind of ended the plot. I haven't decided whether I'm going to put a stand down here yet or not. I may just wait and see what happens, see if I need to. Once the season rolls around, put some cameras up, see how the deer are using it. If they're making their way up there pretty much every time, I'll probably just stick up there. That way I don't have to come all the way to this end of the plot, and it's going to be a little tougher entry and exit. But that's what this plot looks like. We'll go check out the other one, and then we'll wrap this video. All right, now we're at the original plot. It's actually kind of cool. This is the first food plot I ever did, was right here where I'm standing. It kind of got me into doing all of this. I think it was probably ryegrass at the time, just some throw and grow blend that they had. I didn't really know much about it, but even with that here, and I didn't really understand it at the time, but the deer hammered it. What it comes down to is there's not a ton of other food in the fall around here, so something even like a ryegrass they'll eat. Now obviously we've evolved them and we've come to doing some different stuff and giving them more nutrition and better food plot blends out here, but it's just kind of cool that we're still doing this same plot that got me started on this stuff over 10 years ago probably. So pretty cool there. But as you can see, the buckwheat's not coming up quite as good in this plot as it is on the other one, but we did get a good kill on everything except some of the grass. So we'll see what happens. There is still quite a bit of young stuff even though, as far as the buckwheat goes, so it may still come through yet. If it doesn't, we might just end up having to work this plot again in the fall, which is not a big deal. We'll spray it, we'll bring the tractor back here and work it, and then plant it that way. Or we might not even have to work it, just depending on what all does come back up. So this plot will be something we'll play by ear, but I think it'll work out good. We'll do it in just a fall blend here. There's obviously not any grains here. It's not really big enough to do anything like that with. It's just a small little kill plot that has worked well over the years. We've had several bucks in it. I've had opportunities at several really nice deer in it. So hopefully that continues this fall. But that's going to wrap up this update. The next time we're out here will probably be the planting, unless I decide to just do an update on what everything looks like before then. It'll probably be late August, early September when we're out here planting, and that's right around the corner. So we're getting excited. That happens, everything starts to come up, then we roll right into deer season. So we're getting really close, we're excited. Appreciate you guys following along. Hopefully we'll have some more videos from here this fall in these food plots, maybe with some deer down. So again, appreciate you guys following along. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, any of that stuff. We always appreciate that as well. And we'll catch you on the next one.